Good to see him. It was really good to see a lot of the other Bama guys as well. Christian Harris, Henry To'oto'o, Will Anderson. It was good, a good alumni kind of deal. And we got a good amount of Alabama guys on our team as well. It's like fairly the same. Offense 2, I think defense 2 as well. Our offense 3. We got Lester Cotton and Jalen Waddle. So, but other than that, it was really cool to see them, talk it up with them, ask them how they're doing. Everyone's doing good, so it's cool. Yeah, how cool is that, huh? That was really cool. I was about to say something I probably never should have said that he told me, but yeah, it was really cool.
It's okay, you can.
We won't tell them that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Everything's disclosed here, huh?
Tua last week,
Yep.
when you were asked about Maui, it was just beginning to happen.
Yeah.
You were unaware, but now that you've had time, how closely are you following that situation?
Yeah, definitely following it a lot closer. I didn't understand the magnitude of how big the fires and whatnot we're going to get. Our thoughts and prayers are it goes out to the families. I have a couple friends that live on Maui, that spend a lot of time on Oahu because they have work on Oahu and they go back and forth to their families. But just a lot of prayers and thoughts going out to those families out there.
Tough to transition off that, but a couple weeks ago you had mentioned the communication of the defense stands out to you. I'm just curious how those guys challenge you every day in practice with how they cover on the back end and pass things off and just their overall performance.
Yeah, it makes it tough going into playing other teams because you've been practicing against them OTAs. You've been practicing a good amount with against them in camp, and it's things that they do that sort of mitigate you to second guess yourself on certain throws and the timing of things. Every team's different, and it's like clean slate. You gotta figure out what this team does. They don't do necessarily what like our team does. Maybe sometimes situationally they could, but it's just the mind game of that, and so that's all it was.
Spoke to us not too long ago, and he said one of the things that sticks out when you watch the offense is really you guys trying to get the operation and the timing, which is interesting to me because last year the timing was so good. When you look at this offense, do you think some of it is some new pieces, the defense, maybe experimentation, and then in year two, what would you kind of attribute that to?
Yeah, I think we're trying to put a lot more stress on our guys in the back end with our motions and understanding what to do play-wise. There's a lot of things that we got going on this year that Mike's wanting to try for our guys and trying to see who does what the best and try to go from there. So that's really all it is. Operation is always going to be a key for us to just get in the huddle, get the play call, get out so that we can see everything, get our guys going, and then play.
Can you explain what
Seems like sorry.
can you explain what happened on the 2 interceptions?
On the first interception, I think it's what I've done best is looking guys off and no looking throws into holes like that. I talked to Christian Harris, buddy, Alabama, and told me that, dude, you did that so much to us last year that I was like, okay, just trust my drop in this area. And he's like, I'm not falling for it. And that's basically what happened. So it's good play for him. And that too, the mind game of that, it's like, wow, I never thought that you'd figure that out, that piece of the game out. And so that, kudos to him. And then on that last one, that, man, I wish I could have had that on my back. But that one I was trying to maneuver someone, and it didn't work out with one of the receivers, and that was the only place to ditch the ball. I probably should have just sailed it to the ground, but it's a good play. It's a good play by him.
On the big play to Smythe on the middle right before that, you came off a couple reads front side and got backside to him?
That's exactly what happened on that side. They showed inside leverage on Tyreek, then they jumped outside leverage, got Tyreek a little stuck, just had to progress.
Where do things stand with you in preseason games? Obviously, we had seen the first one.
Whatever Mike has in plan, whatever he has in store, I'm ready. Whether I play this week, whether I play next week, whatever he decides. Whether I don't play, I don't know.
If you felt like you need the work, would you go and say,
I mean, I wanted to work last week too. So it's really up to Mike, you know, no matter any which way you spin it for him. I got you, but no, you know, it's like, it makes sense. I understand what you're saying to me, but no. I'm like, all right, thanks.
Hey,
So
last year, it seemed at times that it was tough getting your play calling in.
yeah,
Because he's got long play calls. And I
Correct.
asked him about it last week, and he said they're still the same play calls. I haven't shortened them. He's just counting on you being better versed with them to be able to get it out and into your
Correct.
huddle. Is that? Would you like to see it trimmed down a little bit?
well, I would say it's a blessing and a curse because you do want all these indicators because it sort of tells us what the defense is in and whatnot. So, but then to that point, it's, you know, the clock's going down and it's long, and I would say the thing is we like, for us in the quarterback room, there's sometimes where you just have to memorize the play, where when it's coming in, you're like, okay, you're saying it while he's like,
Well,
not
that's
even
what I'm trying to
finishing
ask
it.
you, is if from this year to last year, have you gotten to that point where you hear it and you know and you don't have to?
Well, I would say yes and no. It's a little tough. I can give you guys a play, and then if you guys want to repeat it after me, as if you guys were in the huddle, you guys can. All right. Should I go once or twice saying it?
Once.
Once? All right. We got North Right Clamp, South Fox, H Top, Pass 38, Top Gumby, XP Sweat. Let's go. Anyone?
I got north
Sounds like a false start to us.
Yeah, sounds like a pre-snap penalty to me. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Just to run this and this, you know?
Last question. Last question. He's gonna get to the bus.
So Mike had mentioned the value of these joint practices and getting together as a team. What kind of role do you think you play in just getting the guys together and getting some off-field conversations, getting that bond together?
Yeah, I think it's really, really good. We had an off day yesterday coming here. Went to dinner with the guys on Monday, and then we also got to go watch a movie, yesterday. So it was cool. It was like a movie fest yesterday. Just movie hopping and watched Oppenheimer. That was pretty good. Freaking long. That's a long movie. Oh my gosh. Sound of Freedom's good. Yeah, Sound of Freedom's definitely really good. You guys should watch that, especially you guys with kids. That's Mike White paid for dinner. I know, exactly. What? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mike White paid for dinner, the vet. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks. Appreciate it.